Hello, welcome to our matchmaking service. Please take a seat. My name's Kimberly. I'm going to be helping you today. Let me just give you a little bit of background information on our company and what we do here. Basically, we're taking online dating and we're going to mix that with kind of a matchmaking service. So what we offer is basically a face-to-face meet and greet, which is what we're doing today, to get some preliminary information from you. We're going to find out what you like in a dating partner, what you don't like, what you're looking for, and a little bit of history from you. And we're going to take that information and put it into our online system. And what that's going to do is basically output matches for you, which we then are going to take and use our matchmaking services to figure out who's going to be the best match for you. Okay, does that sound like something you're interested in? Okay, great. So first of all, we're just going to start the interview with just a little bit of background information about you. It's nothing too hard. The questions should be fairly easy. If you don't feel like answering any of the questions, you're more than welcome to not answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And I do apologize, our office is brand new and so we have boxes everywhere and they have not found my mouse yet. So I'm going to be doing everything from the keyboard. But anytime you have any questions, if you need some water or anything like that, you're more than welcome to ask and we'll try to get that for you. Okay? Alright. So the first thing I need is your name. And your last name. Is that Ari? Okay. And your date of birth, please. Oh, we just missed your birthday. Happy late birthday. Okay. And I also need a phone number from you. And your email address. Just like your last name. Okay. At Global. Is that your work email? We actually prefer to not have a work email because some employers might see that as something that's inappropriate or something that you shouldn't have in your work email. Is there another one you can give me? Okay, great. Let me get rid of that one. Okay. No, I understand. Especially with the, spell that for me. 214. Yeah, no, I understand with the work email because that is something that you're constantly connected to. But we just want to make sure that you do get your emails and that that's not censored out by any employers or anything. Okay, and the next thing I need is your physical address, mailing address. Common? Okay. Apartment 14. And that's in this city? And the zip code is... Okay. Just make sure I got those last two right. Okay. The next thing we're going to collect is some information about what you're looking for in a partner. Now, are you seeking to date male, female, both? Okay. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Okay. And what age range are you looking for? Okay, we typically like to go no less than about 5 years younger than you. So, I'm going to go ahead and just do 25 to 35. Would that be okay? Okay. I know that a lot of men like to date younger women, but sometimes we could find that there's a maturity issue with that. So we're just going to go as 25 as your lowest, and we'll try to stick to that 25 to 30 range. Okay? Okay, thanks. Okay, and how far away are you willing to date somebody? Now, would you be okay if they lived 30 minutes away? Yeah? An hour away? Okay, so an hour away is going to be your limit. Okay. it does spend a lot of time. You know, you don't want to spend forever driving back and forth between the two. I completely understand that. Okay, and what exactly are you looking for with the dating service? Are you looking for just to make friends? Are you looking for kind of a lover? Are you looking for something long-term, like a partner, soulmate, that kind of thing? Okay, a long-term partner. Okay. And as far as body type that you're interested in, is there a certain type that you have that you like? Okay, our options are fit, muscular, curvy, or more to love. Okay, so any of them? Okay. Okay. All right, you don't want to discount anybody just based on that. Okay. And is a zodiac sign important to you? Is that something that you're interested in? Astrology? Okay. So if it's a good match, great. If not, you can look past that and date the person. Awesome. Okay. I'm just going to put yes that it is something you're interested in, but it's not a make or break factor. Perfect. Okay. And is religion important to you? Yes. Okay. And do you have a preference of what religion that they are? Okay. Okay, so they don't necessarily have to go to church, but you want someone who is a Christian. Okay. We can do that. No problem. Okay. And now we're going to ask just a little bit of your dating history. So can you tell me about some significant relationships that you've had in your life? Yeah, you can start at the beginning. Okay, so you had a significant high school relationship? Okay. And what was her name? Okay. And that was in high school? Do you remember the years? Okay. And how long did you date for? 2 years. Wow, in high school? That is significant. And why don't you just go ahead and tell me a little bit about your relationship? Okay. Okay, so let's see. So you were on the football team, and she was a cheerleader. And you met through mutual friends. Okay. And why did you break up? Okay, going to different colleges. Okay. And is there anything else that was significant about that relationship? She was your first love. Okay. Now, if she were available, would that be somebody that you would be interested in? Okay. So let's see, so that's a no. She is married. Children. Oh, you go to church with them? Okay. Strange how things work out sometimes. Okay. And your next significant relationship was in college. Okay, what was her name? And you dated in college. And do you remember what year that was? Okay. And how long did you date for? 1 year? Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about that relationship? Okay, so she, let's see, was an artist and someone that you never thought you would be interested in? Okay. So what was it that drew you to her? Okay, she was Cool. You're very headstrong. Okay. Great. Yeah, sometimes whenever we're in college, it's best to experiment and date someone out of the typical range that you normally would. You learn a lot about yourself. Yeah? Okay. So, she's still a great friend. We just have different views on things. And how often do you see each other? Just on average. A few times a month? Okay. And what is it that you do when you see each other? Like as far as activities? Okay, you like to go bowling? And she takes you to concerts. So do you have similar musical taste to her? No? Okay. Oh, she tries to educate you on good music. Awesome. Okay. Let's see, I'll put musical concerts. Okay. And the next relationship? Okay. And what was her name? And that was when you were out of college. Okay. And when did you remember the year? Okay. That was just a few years ago. And how long did you date for? 6 months? Okay. Typically we tend to record relationships that were a year or longer just because we find that that's a significant... Oh, okay. So this was a very significant relationship even though it didn't last that long? Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, we definitely want to get that information. Okay. So you dated for 6 months. And why did you break up? Okay, she cheated on you. And can you just give me a little bit of information about that relationship? Okay, so it was very tumultuous. Okay, you're always fighting. Okay. So she got physical with you. Okay. And let's see, I'm gonna rate this. So you guys were very, very passionate, but that also turned out to be your downfall, is that right? Okay. Okay. And you broke up because she cheated on you. Let's see, I hate to hear that. And that was about 2 years ago? Have you dated anyone since? Okay, gone on a few dates. Just do your current history. So you've been on a few dates, but nothing serious. Okay. Having trouble finding the right girl. And we totally get that. It's so easy, you know, for us to do it because we have data that we can look at in kind of an unbiased way. But when you meet somebody, it's very hard to look at them objectively. So I'm really glad that you're here and letting us help you with that. Okay, and one other piece of information I forgot to ask. Do you have any children? No, you don't? Okay. And do you mind if your potential date has children? No? Okay. You love children. Okay. And do you want children one day? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to rate some activities for me on things that you think are least fun to most fun. So I'm just going to give you a number scale, and it's going to be from 1 to 4. And the least interesting is going to be number 1, and the most interesting is going to be number 4 to you, okay? So you just tell me how interested you are in the following activities. Okay, camping. Okay. Computer programming. Going to a football game. Okay. Going bowling. I heard you say you liked that earlier. That's a 4. Okay. What about maybe having a coffee date? Okay. And watching a movie? Oh, let me write that one. Hold on 1 second. Thanks. Okay. And gardening? You don't really like to garden? Okay. No, that's fine. You are welcome to say whatever you want to say about these activities, because the more honest you are with us, the better we're going to be able to find a match for you. Okay? Let's see, what's the next one? Doing craft projects. Oh, that can be like knitting or painting things, kind of artistic things like that. No, you're not really interested in that. Okay. What about building things? Okay. So you're interested in building things, you just don't do it. No, that's fine. As long as it's an interest of you, that's something that we kind of take the information and base it on things that you like or don't like, and we can build your matches from there. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you do often, but just something that you're interested in, so we can kind of follow those little traits down. Okay? All right. What about volunteering at an animal shelter? Let me write that one down. Yes, okay. You love animals? Great. Okay. What about tennis? You were on the tennis team in college? That's awesome. Okay, so that's a 4. Is having a partner that's athletic important to you? Okay, so she needs to enjoy it, but not necessarily be an athlete. Okay. Now, are you okay with her just watching you while you play sports, or do you want someone you can actively go and play with? Okay. So she will play, but not serious about it. Okay. Great. What about fishing? You would do it as a date, but it's not something you're interested in doing for yourself. Okay. Let's rate that as maybe a 2, but I'll put a note there. Good date idea, but not something he does for fun. Okay. And what about shopping? Okay. Okay. No, that's understandable. I know a lot of men who don't mind shopping for themselves and getting themselves new clothes and things, but they don't want to be the bag holder. No, I get it. It's okay. Okay, and let's do some favorites. Okay. So what is your favorite color? Green. Okay. And your favorite food? It can be the class or, a specific food that you like. Chinese? Okay. Okay, and what is your favorite sport? I know you have a few. Football? Okay. And your favorite team? Panthers. Okay. No, I know about the Panthers. And what kind of music do you listen to? Rock, alternative, and country. Okay. So you kind of like a general sense of music. Okay. And what about your favorite TV show? Okay. Let's see, how can I word that? So So you don't really like to watch TV, but you do watch the NFL Network. Okay. And let's see, what is your favorite movie? Star Wars? Okay. Just the trilogy? Okay. Let's see. And do you have a favorite political figure? No? Okay. Let's see. Since we're talking about politics, let's go ahead and just do that part of the questionnaire. Is there a certain political party that you belong to? Okay. So you are registered as a party, but you generally tend to vote just based on the candidate. Okay. Is politics something that's important to you to look for in a partner that has to be on the same page as you? Okay, so you don't want anyone who's extreme. Okay, so sometimes do you have a hard time picking a candidate because you have characteristics of both that you like? Okay. Yeah, it is kind of an intense survey here. But that way we make sure that we're going to get the right match for you. You never know, something can come up. And the computer, it takes everything that you give us and it puts it into this fancy system and comes out with matches. So, you know, any small detail that you give can shed some light on another characteristic that you have that maybe we weren't sure of. So, in that way, it kind of helps us to make sure we have the right match for you. Okay? Okay, and do you typically vote? Yes, you do. Okay. Okay. So, let's see, what section do we want to do next? Let's go ahead and do a little bit of life history from you. Where did you grow up? In this town? Okay. And who did you live with when you were little? Mom, dad, sister. Okay, are your parents still together? Yes, okay. And how long have they been married? Just a general 40 years? That's great. Seems like today not many people can make it that long. Okay. And let's see, what else? Tell me a little bit about your sister. Are you two close? Okay. And does she have anything to say about your dating life? She thinks you're a serial monogamist. Okay. So is she big on you going out and dating and doing the bar scene and things like that? Okay, so she wants you to kind of date around to get experience with different types of women. Okay. Let's see. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're younger, but if you feel like you're at the age where you're ready to settle down, then, you know, you have to do what you want to do, right? Okay. Let's see. Did you have any pets growing up? Okay. Yeah, my mom was the same way. We weren't allowed to have furry animals because she is meticulous about keeping her house clean. Okay, so no pets when you were little. So you got a dog first thing when you moved away? Me too. And that was when you moved away for college? Okay. And where did you go to college? Okay, so how far away is that from here where you grew up? About an hour? Okay. And did you live in the dorms or you lived off campus or you commuted? Lived in the dorms for the first 2 years. And then an off-campus apartment. Okay. Perfect. When you lived in the off-campus apartment, did you have roommates? Yes? Okay. How many did you have? 2. Now, I want to get a little bit of information from you about that apartment. Can you tell me if you mostly kept things clean or if it was kind of messy? Tell me about the dynamics that you had with your roommates. Okay. Okay. So you were the messy one. And they didn't like that. Okay. Did you get better about it? Yeah, okay. No, that's good. I mean, once you grow up a little, things got a lot neater. Okay. And would you say that you're a neat person now? Okay. Like, can you give me an example? How often do you vacuum? Okay. And do you usually have sinks full of dirty dishes and things? No, okay. No, I just want to make sure if you're a fairly tidy person, because that's a big thing that can clash in relationships, is when someone is very, very neat and the other person doesn't really worry too much about how the house looks. That can be a big clash. Now, does that bother you if someone is extremely neat or if someone is extremely messy? Okay. So you don't mind if they're more on the neat side. No slobs? Okay. Okay. And do you have any pets now? You have a dog? Okay. And what kind of dog is she? A pug? Oh, okay. That is so cute. And what's her name? Yeah. No, my boyfriend and I adopted a dog from the shelter, and we had to change her name. I felt kind of bad about it, but she learned her new name really quickly, and oh well. So her name is Princess. Okay. No, I know. And that's funny to think about you if she gets out running down the street yelling, "Princess, Princess." Okay, let's see. Yeah. Is there anything else that you feel like would be important to have in a partner? Is there something else that you look for? Just kind of give me like a brief synopsis of something that you look for. Is personality more important than looks? Okay. Someone who has a good personality, funny, and thoughtful. Okay. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all our information and we're going to put it into the system for you, and it's going to come out with matches. We're going to take those matches and kind of go back to their interviews and look more in depth at things like how you relate to other people, like your parents, roommates, things like that, and see if we think there's a match there. Then what we'll do is we'll call both of you, set things up on a date that we find that you have like a mutual interest in, and then we'll send you on the date. We'll set everything up for you, and afterwards you'll come back here and meet with me or one of my other employees and tell us how the date went, tell us what was great about it, tell us what was bad about it, if you liked the girl, didn't like the girl, things like that, and she'll do the same thing. And then after that we'll look at that, and you guys can either go out again on another date if you're interested in that, or we can help find another match. So basically, we're trying to be very involved in every step of the process. It's a little bit different than online dating. I think it's a little more personal that way, and you kind of get exactly what you're looking for, and they can get what they're looking for too. You can also take the dating information that she gives us about you and use that as feedback to grow, or to maybe find a weakness or a fault that you weren't aware of before. So I think it's really great that we get both sides from everyone. Okay, do you have any questions about anything? Yeah, it should take about a week to get your first date going, and but we'll definitely be in contact as soon as we find someone for you. Okay, is that all? Awesome. Okay, well, thank you very much for coming in, and have a great day. Bye.